So as you can see, we've got some clear, obvious signs of watermarks, and we can tell that it's coming from somewhere around this area here. So I'm going to cut away some of the insulation just to have a closer look. Now there is an actual seam between the Boss Union and the cylinder itself. So we need to just completely remove as much as we can without it looking too awful, so that we can actually see. There we go, look, we can see there's a seam. Now there is that fibre washer there, so obviously it is a Surrey flange. It dips down inside of the cylinder so that it draws water from inside of the cylinder rather than the open vent pipe or potentially pulling through that, and it's just not good practice. So first off, we're going to clean it up, which I've managed to break one of my wire brushes. Give it a clean up so we can actually take a closer look, because you can see there is lots and lots of lime scale from where it's been leaking. So we're just going to clean that up so we can actually see what's going on. Wipe it dry as much as we can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some heat, because it actually draws the water out, draws moisture out. And so there we go, we can see that we got a drip. I can't see it because I'm looking from a completely different angle, so I'm looking from the front. So I've given it a wipe over with my finger, and I can see that there's some moisture. So you can see the moisture on my finger there. So I know that it's actually just a threaded joint. It's nothing too major. So let's turn the water off. Now we're going to open up this tap here, and that tap, it runs off of the pump, and also open up the bath tap, which runs off of just the gravity fed side. So that should be both pipes fairly drained. Now there obviously is going to be a little bit of water coming out, but don't worry, we've got plenty of blue roll, and we've also got our little blue tub. So let's just empty any residual water straight into that until the camera falls over and then you can't see nothing. So let's completely undo these unions. Exactly the same for the one at the bottom. Now, I can't remember which one's which. I think the one at the top is the pump. I'm pretty sure it's the one at the top is the pump. Either way, it doesn't matter. Someone else has piped it up. We need to just basically remove the Surrey flange. Someone's going to correct me and say, oh, it's not a Surrey flange, that's an Essex flange. I don't know the difference. I couldn't care less. So anyway, I've just tried unwinding it with some grips, and it unwound very easily. So obviously, previous plumber was relying on that fibre washer, but the type of union it is doesn't really work like that. So we're going to have to do some thread sealing. So we're just going to be using some PTFE tape. Old school, traditional. We're not going to mess about with liquid PTFE because we just can't guarantee we're going to get it dry enough to actually be able to use that and it work. Because as soon as there's a bit of moisture, liquid PTFE, it don't want to work. It doesn't really do much. So yeah, we're going to clean out those threads using my lovely little wire brush. I love these little wire brushes. You should get some. If you're asking me where I got it from, it's going to really annoy you, but it's from TikTok shop. So I can't link it, but I'm sure you can pick them up on bloody Team.